Hello everyone, Nick Ransom for Kids here. This time bringing you the 2024 goatformat Awards. This is an unofficial awards ceremony where we celebrate the game of goatformat Yu-Gi-Oh! And the awesome old school cards within it. I asked duelists from around the world, both here on my YouTube channel and on the casual goatformat Discord, what their favorite cards were for any reason from 12 different categories. And I'm here today to show you the results.
Spunk, yes.
For the most part, I'll just be showing you the votes for my community tab, since the votes from the Discord server didn't change the results very much. But when they're relevant, I will show you those as well. With all that said, let's begin! Our first category for the goatformat Awards this year is a staple. Top Trinity. Which Trinity card was everyone's favorite? I decided to spice things up by adding Trap Dust Shoot to the mix, since the community likes to joke about it being the fourth Trinity card, and because I could have a maximum of 4 cards to vote for each category anyway. However, in the end, the winner of this category was Pot of Greed, with an impressive 59% of the vote. Everyone's least favorite Trinity piece this year was Delinquent Duo at a measly 4% of the vote, making this the largest disparity in votes for the awards. Just like the supporting actor in a movie, the importance of a good supporting monster in goatformat cannot be understated. For this category, we have nominated Emissary of the Afterlife, Giant Rat, Mystic Tomato, and Pyramid Turtle. They're all great monsters in their own right, but which one is the favorite of 2024? And the winner is Pyramid Turtle, with 32% of the vote. Surprisingly, Mystic Tomato was last place this year, with a mere 19%, though that may partially be due to players preferring the jack-o'-lantern design? Regardless, congrats to Pyramid Turtle for the win! goatformat has a long history, being old enough to vote now in the United States. And as the years have gone by, the cards used and the way we play the game has changed a lot. Many cards used to be considered near staples, but just don't see play anymore. Abyss Soldier, affectionately nicknamed Whale, Air Knight Parshath, Skilled Dark Magician, and Thestalos the Firestone Monarch were all considered super good in the past, but have fallen to the wayside as the years went by. But which one of these cards do we wish to have a comeback the most in 2025? Air Knight Parshath, with 43% of the vote. Once a menace that punished Scapegoat, but now walled by Gravekeeper Spy, players want to see the Horse Angel back on the board. Besides that, we had a fairly tied result. There are a lot of staple spells in goatformat, but there is a subsect of less appreciated spells which help support specific deck themes. Representing our favorite supporting spells this year are Brain Control for its role in Monarch decks, Card Destruction for its role in Chaos/Value decks, Last Will for its role in Combo and Burn decks, and Swords Revealing Light for its role in Stall and Burn decks. And the winner is Brain Control, with 35% of the vote. While Last Will was in a close second at 31% of the vote, even with the Discord votes, Brain Control still takes this category. Congratulations! goatformat was played less than a year after the first ban list in the TCG, meaning that there were some cards that players were unable to tinker with outside of playing traditional format, which as far as I know, very few did. Among the nominees, Change of Heart, Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End, Magical Scientist, and Monster Reborn, which forbidden card was the voters' favorite? The answer is Change of Heart, with 37% of the vote. Chaos Emperor Dragon, followed by Monster Reborn, were relatively close seconds. However, Even the casual format Discord agrees that Change of Heart was a favorite. You know the drill here, folks. We've heard your favorite supporting monster, supporting spell, and now it's the turn of those tricky traps. Between Interdimensional Matter Transporter and Control decks, Magic Cylinder and Burn decks, RFTDD in Banish decks, and Skill Drain and Beatdown decks, which card was everyone's favorite? And the winner is Magic Cylinder with 47% of the vote. Nothing beats a nostalgic card that can pack a wallop. Moving on to our next category, there's been a lot of debate in the GOAT format community over the years about which discard card to use in your deck, and new contenders have found their way into builds as time went on. This year, did voters prefer Back to Square One, Phoenix Wing Windblast, Raigeki Break, or Tribute to the Doomed? The answer to that question is Raigeki Break, with 53% of the vote. I'll be honest, I'm not too surprised with that result, but I would have thought that the others would at least get a higher percentage each. Maybe next time. Next up, let's have a bit of fun and decide which Go format card is the ugliest. While we appreciate all card artwork, many were intentionally drawn gross or ugly, such as Fake Trap with its wrinkled visage, Fiend Comedian with its bony face and yellow teeth, Ojama Trio with their triple threat of terrible, or Twin Longrots number 2 with its terrifying tentacles and tumorous appearance. The winner of this category is Twin Longrots number 2 with 35% of the vote. Congratulations, I guess.
Well, that ain't right. This whole thing here ain't right, you know?
Fake Trap was a close second this year with 30% of the vote. Better luck next year?
I can get it, you know, it's...
For one reason or another, outside of Japan, we'll often see altered versions of the card artwork. With the Lost Art campaign, we've been able to get English text versions of some of these cards finally. But between the Flying Dark Magician Girl, the Horned Dark Ruler Hades, Don Zalug with his guns out, and the grenade version of Ring of Destruction, which one were we grateful for the most this year? It's Flying Dark Magician Girl with 36% of the votes. But it was a close race between her and Don Zalug, who had even tied with her on the Discord votes. Congratulations to DMG, and better luck next year, Donald. In both the anime and the card game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, there are plenty of strong and downright badass female characters. With this award, we look to show our appreciation to those cards with a more feminine touch, for both how useful they've been and just how cool they are. Our nominees this time are Cyber Harpy Lady with the Casual Harpy Lady deck representation, DD Warrior Lady for the Warrior representation, Injection Fairy Lily for her role in both Earth Aggro and Panda Burn, and for Magician of Faith in her role in seemingly any Chaos or Control deck. And the Women's Appreciation Award winner is Injection Fairy Lily with 42% of the vote. Yeah! With Downtown Detroit Lady in second place with 25%. All right! Thank you, and congratulations. Boss monsters are a big deal in old school Yu-Gi-Oh! And they often comprise some of the coolest cards too. When you see them and what they can do, you just can't help but want to include them in your deck. While Chaos Sorcerer and BLS are both the premier bosses of the format, we thought it might be a bit too lopsided of a vote if we included them. So which of the 4 Go format bosses are players' favorites instead? The winner of the Go format boss monster of 2024 is Dark Magician of Chaos with 58% of the vote. The next closest placement, with a comparatively small 20%, was Thousand Eyes Restrict. If we include the Discord win percentages, Dark Magician of Chaos has the highest overall vote percentage for any nominees in the awards. And for our final award, we can't forget about the casual side of the game. There are boss monsters that can wreck face when they hit the board, but are hard to get down, or they just plain ooze coolness in a way that makes them want to be played, even if they're not as powerful as other bosses. For this category, we have the earth-shaking Black Tyranno, the Tri-Attack Gate Guardian, the Double Trouble Tyrant Dragon, and one of the favorites of both Kaiba and Chaz, XYZ Dragon Cannon. And the favorite casual boss of the year was XYZ Dragon Cannon, with a commanding 40% of the vote. Unfortunately, Tyrant Dragon was the least favorite this year, at a mere 16% of the vote, but perhaps they'll have better luck next year. And that concludes the goatformat Awards of 2024. Thank you to everyone who participated in the voting, and thank you as well for watching this video. I hope to make this more official next year and get some more community suggestions for categories and cards to include within them. In the meantime, if you have any ideas, feel free to post them in the comments. Thank you once again, and have a wonderful day!